Now.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah. Give it to me now. Give it to me now.
Please stop.
Give it to me now.
Tell me when we're ready, so I can...
Are we gonna see some cool Metroid video action?
I do have a video loaded up.
Hey, you better play some.
There was another one I wanted to show about how cool it, like things gamers have been doing with this thing. Like there's speed runners that are beating this thing in 90 minutes flat. The world record is by Pelican Head, 85 minutes in 12 seconds.
When did this game come out? Yesterday?
This game came out like a few weeks ago, like a couple weeks.
Oh.
It's been out, yeah. I mean, it's the things people are finding out how to do in these games fucking Google, because these games like Metroid, it doesn't these kind of Metroidvania games don't really tell you much. You know, they tell you how to travel, how to fight.
Well,
you know.
We're live now, so.
Oh, are we?
We're waiting on fucking Mystic, ladies and gentlemen.
Waiting on Mystic, everybody, but we gonna get this to it.
He said, "Oh, I got home. Start and I'll join in," which means, you know, he's probably got to take his shoe off. Then he's got to take his boot off. Then he's got to get comfortable.
I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. Anyway, on this episode of the RER Report, we're going to be talking about one of Teddy's favorite kind of video games, Metroidvanias. Okay. With us this week, we don't have the Mage Mystic who goes through dungeons with us, except he has a magic rating of 0 and an asshole rating of 100, because every time our team gets into a fight here, all he wants to do is play black metal. So he's not very much of a mage. He's kind of more of an asshole.
Yeah.
Right? Next to him, we have Archer Ashtray. Ashtray is not a very good archer because, one, he's always too fucking drunk or on mushrooms and seeing double or triple of shit. So he kind of fucking sucks. All right. My favorite team leader, team member is Oracle. Okay. With his mongoloid strength, he crushes through the enemies, and I kind of just hide behind him and take all the XP. And then you have me, Titan Teddy. This shit's gonna be nerdy, bro. So keep up. Okay. I was
Sorry to all our mongoloids in the audience.
I mean, yeah. All the mongoloids in the audience. Metroidvanias. It's a portmanteau. Portmanteau. Did I say the word right?
I don't know. Why is it Metroidvania? What's the Vania come from?
Okay, here, just shut up and I'll fucking tell you, goddamn it.
Shut up and teach.
It's a portmanteau of Metroid and Castlevania.
Oh.
Now, these are two NES games. Metroid came out in '86. Castlevania came out in '87.
Should have called it Castleoids.
Well, okay, so some people have called them Castleoids.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nearly as good.
Well, also it doesn't sound just as good, but also Metroid was the first one that came out that actually used this kind of non-linear exploration that a Metroidvania is. Metroidvania is a type of game where it has RPG elements. There's RPG elements to where you it's a non-linear, usually a 2D game. So think about Mario with a huge interconnecting map. So if you think about Mario, Mario it's the same thing. It's a linear exploration, and it only has one map. Once you get done with that world, you're done with it. Okay, so things like Metroid. If you look at let me go to the fucking. My bad. I had to switch some things. I was using my laptop for this, but I had to go.
You want the map?
The map, yes, the map. Bring up the map, please.
Put it up on screen. We want to see.
We got the map.
Yeah, this is the Super Metroid map.
Is this the original Metroid?
Super Metroid, no.
Oh,
the original Metroid had a map, but you couldn't see the map. It was kind of like the original Legend of Zelda. Okay, there was a big map. The overworld map was the same, but you couldn't really. You had to really remember.
You could only see the little radar, right?
Well, they didn't even have a radar on the original Metroid game.
Nah.
I never finished the original. But actually, I did finish the first original Metroid, but I kind of cheated. It was one of the first games you were able to use a code on.
For
the code was Justin Bailey, and you get all these abilities. You go straight to the end and beat Mother Brain. So I kind of cheated.
So you just basically hop the turnstile of all the fun
pretty much.
And story.
These type of games are, like I said, they're non-linear exploration with a lot of backtracking. So these games are You start off with some basic things. You can't get farther to open certain doors until you get an ability or something that lets you jump higher, double jump or something like that. And then you have to backtrack. So it's a lot of backtracking. I play these games as a kid. I mainly did this topic because the new Metroid came out, and after 19 years, it made me feel like a kid again, and with even more frustration. We'll find out about that in my review. If you've ever played a game,
the last Metroid game, was that on the Wii or
the last
GameCube?
The last 2D Metroid game that come out was on the 3DS, the DS or Game Boy Advance, I believe it was. The last Metroid game to come out was on the Wii. There was Other M that was done by Team Ninja. It wasn't really canon. It was kind of like Ninja Gaiden Metroid. It wasn't well received by fans.
Oh,
there
we
were
got Mystic in the house.
Metroidvania, Mania.
All right.
There were 3 that came out on the GameCube, which were in first person. Those are the Metroid Prime series. Those are very, very cool. When Ashtray,
What is that? What is that?
What is what?
Moment.
Whatever it is looks very dirty.
Yeah, you need to clean that fucking pipe.
No, it's because it's covered in keef right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Moment of inhalant. Sorry.
Oh, did you just dip it in your bag or something?
Well, I just sprinkled it all over top. So yeah, it looks like it's.
I'd hate to
got
see
dirt
what
on
your
top.
nuts.
Well, plus I got this warm yellow light over here, so it's
warm.
Welcome, Mystic. Did you get your horsey sauce?
Did I get my horsey sauce?
Yeah. We told the audience that you were in the drive-thru at Arby's.
Oh, I thought
they closed by 10 around here.
Oh, I thought Mystic sent that message. I thought he was like, I'm going back to my horsey sauce, motherfuckers.
I had a leftover sub in the fridge.
Just go dumpster diving, get all the horsey sauce you want.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I got Arby's on the way to work. I got a beef and cheddar combo.
Cheddar, a little in the beard for later.
Yep. Anyway, I didn't mean to break up your Black Panther.
Well, we were waiting on you for the moment of inhalants.
I got you.
Coming.
I came.
Because we're wise and courteous.
Yeah. So, going back to the history of these things, the first kind of non-linear open world game that came out, a lot of people think it was Metroid, which came out in 1986. But it was actually Brain Breaker for the Sharp X1.
Brain Breaker?
I didn't even know what the fucking Sharp X1 was. It's like
a cool name.
It was like
sounds like a punk
type
band.
Yeah,
right?
Sharp X1.
We are Sharp X1. Next is No Effects.
Let's see. The term Metroidvania actually started being used around the 2000s. 2004. I can't remember the guy's name because I don't have the article in front of me. But started coining the phrase. The reason Ashtray called it a Castleroid, whatever.
Castleroids.
Castleroid. One, it doesn't sound as cool. Two, I don't think it's very accurate because Castlevania didn't start adopting this kind of map style until 19.
What the fuck's a Castleroid?
It's
just the reverse of
Metroidvania.
Yeah, this game
the
looks
Vania part is
terrible.
It's Castlevania. Yeah, that I didn't know what that was.
I thought that was the name of the fucking game. I thought it was Metroidvania.
No,
it's like the genre title,
like Metroid : Vania. You know what I mean? Like Vania was the fucking name of some fucking I don't know. Something.
So what's the retro game we're watching on screen right now?
This is Brain Breaker.
That's Brain Breaker. This came out.
This looks horrific.
It's horrific, but it also came out in 1985. It came out on the Sharp X1.
Sharp X1.
And it came out a year before Metroid came out. But if you look at this game character, and Oracle, have you played the original Metroid on Nintendo NES?
I don't think so. I think
we all
Super
have,
Metroid was.
I thought we all have. I thought we all have. But if you can Google, I thought we all have. So I thought we'd be able to compare it. But if you look at the NES version of Samus and look at this character in this game right here, they look pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
But like this game only came out in Japan, and it was not and so Metroid came out, all over the world.
So that America stole it, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that a bigger Japanese company, Nintendo, sold it from Sharp. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
To make this game. Um,
Okay, I can see like the elements where you get the power ups and you have to look around and fucking explore.
I mean, yeah, it's a
like now I got a jetpack.
yeah.
Derp, derp.
Yeah, this, like I said, this is a smaller version. I didn't put a bigger version in because I am going to do a review about Metroid here in a minute. This genre kind of got a resurgence in 2004 with Cave Story. And it kind of like opened up the indie doors. If any of y'all ever played or watch Oracle's wife play fucking Ori, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
She's actually pretty good at it.
Oh, she
The
loves
Ori
these
games,
types of games.
the Hollow Knight game or the game that's coming out here.
I see Skype as being its normal self.
Oh, Skype is a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop instead of my Xbox.
Hello?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, we're still watching. I'm still watching
What the fuck?
Brain Breaker.
What's wrong, Mystic? Can't you hear us?
No, I can't. Now I can.
Can you
All
hear
I
us?
got is
No,
a
I
green
can't.
screen.
Oh.
Oh, it's because well, yeah.
All right,
on Skype, I guess
I'll
that's what-
stop sharing the thing.
No, you just got to share the what do you call it? Any version. Show the roots.
Oh, you want to show the NES version? I didn't look that up here. I'll put a video in there.
Here, I got a link.
NES version of what? Of
Metroid.
Or you
Metroid?
can do Super Metroid. Yeah, this is the NES version of Metroid. To compare the Brain Breaker with this, it's a
Okay, let's.
Yeah,
look
they
at
stole it
Okay, I'm
NES
posting it here at
Metroid.
the top. NES Metroid.
Here we go.
Get it.
Joe.
Look at
9
team.
years ago.
I remember playing this. I didn't
This
have an
wasn't from
NES,
9
but my
years ago.
cousins did, and they
Oh,
had
the
this game.
videos from 9 years ago.
And you know, though, you have to give it. It had such a cool style for limited graphics.
Yeah, actually, this is a huge upgrade compared to
It's a
Brain
huge
Break.
upgrade, but the character kind of looks, with the gun out front. It looks like they stole the character art from.
I guess, but I mean, you couldn't roll into a ball and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man.
And those cool bubble doors, like.
Well, like they did change up the map a lot, but I was talking about the character design looked very similar. And maybe that's the best you could do back with those graphics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were probably pretty hamstringed by
Right.
fucking-
I mean, you could
It's
say the
8-bit.
same thing about Mega Man too.
Right.
No, you can't.
It's
Don't-
got
Yes,
a fucking
yes,
gun in
yeah.
front of him like a
Um,
blaster arm, just like the rest of these.
Don't knock my
We
Mega
could
Man,
say
bro.
it, Teddy. It might not be right, but we could say it, right?
Goddamn right, you can't say it.
Fucking America.
Then we
like I said,
had
this
Super
game gave me
Metroid.
nightmares when I was a kid. It was just fucking oh my
The
god.
original Metroid did.
This is the original Metroid. I mean, it didn't literally give me nightmares, but having to remember the map. On the Super Metroid was the one that really kind of gave you the map that you could see it filled in as you went along. And the Castlevania part comes in more so in 1997 with Symphony of the Night for the PlayStation.
That was a
SNES.
badass game.
And it was a badass game. It adopted the map format of this one. A lot of people say that
There's some Super Metroid footage. Or what do you
a lot of
mean
people
now?
say that game
Castlevania?
solidified the Metroidvania because it added in more RPG elements, mainly just a level up system. You could level up in that game to make yourself stronger. Everything else was the same about it, but you could level up. And this was a badass game. A cool thing about this game is, it's in the Upside Down Castle. Is it right?
Wait, are
this-
we talking about video games?
We are right now. Yes. And
What do you think we're talking about?
Yeah.
Fucking queefs?
One of the coolest
Fucking
things about this
around,
map
dude.
feature
Good lord.
on Symphony of the Night that I liked it was after you finish the game, the map flipped upside down. So what you're seeing is why everything is up top right here, and flipped upside down. He's on the second part of the game, and that was So those are Metroidvanias. I love these kind of games. I've played Ori, all the games I described to you. I played Shovel Knight. They're great. You can watch Oracle's wife play on our channel if her videos are still up. Have you fellas played? I know Oracle's played Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, Symphony of the Night. I
Any Super Metroid?
never really got into the 2D Metroidvania, but I do like games that you need to get upgrades or whatever, and that'll unlock different areas that you can go back to. Like it's a lot of modern games will have like, oh, you see something and you're like, fuck, I bet I can get there later on if I get this, and then you get the thing and you can go back.
Right, and that's
what
where
are we looking at right now? What
right now,
this
Castlevania.
This right here is
Night.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Now, was this the Super Nintendo one?
No, this is the
PlayStation.
PlayStation. It was PlayStation.
Oh shit!
This is the one that a lot of people will say it redefined the Metroidvania style because it perfected it because it added more RPG elements, namely the ability to level up, like you just saw him do a little while ago.
I literally didn't know this game existed until right now.
Oh, this was a pretty big one back in the day. Yeah, but it was early PlayStation.
I didn't play video.
Yeah,
that's right. You were too busy getting drunk and breaking people's faces with your head.
Exactly. And my fist and my foot.
So I know Mystic never played any Metroid. Have you played any of the newer games?
I played the original Metroid.
Did you?
And then Super Metroid. Yeah.
Okay.
Super Metroid. Play the Super Metroid.
Yeah, but like I after that I don't know. I haven't touched.
Yeah, I played the fuck out of Super Metroid. Also, there was
Super
a Game
Metroid
Boy one that I played. Original Game Boy.
Samus's Metroid 2. Samus. Samus Returns, whatever. They actually remade that on 3DS in 2017. Came out in September 2017.
How the fuck do you know this?
September 2017.
Why? Because he plays a lot of video games.
And he knew what motherfucking month it was.
I'm just a nerd.
Jesus, dude. I mean, I know.
You remember a lot of weird shit about sport.
Yeah, but I didn't know what month that shit happened.
I still remember all of the Sonic 2 codes for Sega. I don't know why.
That's awesome.
Play this fucking Super Metroid footage, because that was the one that I don't know, I played through it many times. I had the whole Super. Remember the Nintendo Power guides they used to come out with back then?
Oh yeah. Which is for the new Metroid that comes out.
Pay to like call people and shit to get fucking tips on levels. What the fuck?
I got in trouble.
Oh yeah.
That once it was the last time I did it.
Yeah, I never tried that.
What the hell is this shit? I put it.
What are you?
What the fuck is this,
I
bro?
clicked on the link.
What are you doing?
Dude,
What did I click on?
I copied the link.
What the fuck?
Is that what I put into the guide? No way. Right here, Super Metroid.
What are we?
Is that
what's
a prostate exam?
Yeah,
What are you
are we
guys
tickling the
doing,
tank?
dude?
Are we tickling the
What
tank?
is that?
What are we doing?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what the
And
fuck.
why did that come in?
Yeah,
Like, where did that come?
I think we got into Ashtray's private stash.
Dude, I fucking copied.
I could share my screen. You don't see none of that. Yeah, there's the link I
Dude, I copied the link and pasted it, and that's what it was.
Ashtray.
Yeah, you know,
Some
you probably
leftover
didn't
link he had in his browser. That,
you didn't hit the
Oh my
right
God.
copy paste.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody play this. This is one of the better. This is my favorite 2D Metroid here. Well, Fusion was pretty good too. But it was being on the game.
Why
Boy,
is this footage so shitty? What did someone just fucking
Probably.
poured it
What's
on
that?
their cell phone?
Well, it's also Super Nintendo games.
I mean,
look really
no matter if
low
you put it on
res.
a 4K screen, Super Nintendo's gonna look like Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but it was like all
Is it-
tilted and the color was fucking.
Oh,
white.
Oh,
because
well,
it was
that's
blowing
part of
up.
the game.
You have to.
Yeah, that's part
Yeah,
of
you
the
have
game.
to
Yeah.
escape.
PlayStation's falling apart.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's why.
But yeah, the Super Metroid was like that kind of I remember the Metroids themselves kind of freaked me out. They reminded me of like face huggers from Alien.
The Metroids were the Metroids in the Metroid games were kind of creepy. Nice little segue here. They stepped it up in this one, Metroid Dread. They still have the Metroids. This game takes off. Metroid Dread takes off. Actually, if you can skip this footage and go to the thing, I'll go to my review because it's fucking.
Metroid Dread, is that the new one?
That is the newest one.
Let's see how they have upgraded this one.
Yeah.
See how far we have come.
It's is that the?
Oh,
yes,
that's pretty
the game
sexy
This
looking.
is the new one. This is the one you're reviewing.
Yeah, this is the one I'm reviewing. This game for one, that's the map area. It's bigger. This game has 9 areas. It's bigger than the game has been. The story takes place after the game of the one on Game Boy Advance Fusion. You got rid of the Metroid, Super Metroid.
The one on Game Boy or GameCube?
Yeah.
What was the
Game Boy.
GameCube one?
GameCube was Metroid Prime. Those really aren't considered canon.
It's out the canon, huh?
Out the canon. It doesn't go with the comic book story would say, as Teddy would say.
Is this on Switch? You're playing this on Switch?
We are playing this on Switch. This is the first 2D side-scrolling Metroid to come out in 19 years. The story takes place after, like I said, fusion. You're lured to a planet. You're lured to this planet to go after this parasite you thought was dead in fusion. Once you get there, you meet this foe. He fucks you up, and you're left with damn near none of your weapons. And then you have to get back to your ship, and that's where the story takes place. The gameplay is fucking awesome. The controls are very, very tight. The difficulty ramps up. You have the exploration of it. In this game, which I'm finding out is because they say it's non-linear, you can go wherever you want, but as you get to certain places, you can't open certain doors, you can't have a double jump or break through certain things. Certain blocks have to be broken with certain things, and certain doors have to be open with certain things. In this game, a lot of people are doing what's called sequence breaking, and that's they're getting things way before. Like they're not getting missiles, but they'll get a super bomb or something. I don't know how these fucking guys are doing it. I don't want to watch the videos because I don't want to,
You don't want to cheat like a
I don't want to cheat
cheater.
or anything. But like I said, the speed runners are beating this game in 90 minutes flat.
What?
90 minutes flat. The world record is by a guy named like Pelican Head, an Australian cat.
Now, does that count all these cutscenes and stuff?
A lot of times these guys find ways to get through the cutscenes, or just spam through them really quickly.
Fucking cutscene. There we go.
The story is very, very awesome. I haven't finished the game yet. I'm 5 hours into it, 6 hours into it. But I've been trying to find everything.
What's the point of just going through it as fast as you can, just to see if you can do it? I guess. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's what speedrunners do. Yeah.
I mean, if you paid that much fucking money for it, you might want to. Unless they're gonna go back and.
Well, I'm sure.
I mean, I am.
By the time they speed run it, they've by the time they get a good run, they've probably played it through it 10 times already.
Right.
I mean,
if not more. Yeah.
Right.
It's like fucking go to work.
Being the first.
I got a
game
job,
out in 19
motherfucker.
years, it does stay true to the fanboys like me. The music, the controls are the same. The music is great. Which I'm a big, I'm a big video game music fan. The controls are great. They stick with the story. The story flows. There's some. It doesn't like pound you in the head with stories. Not a lot of cutscenes. It lets you really get into
while we're watching this long cutscene.
Right? There's been 3 of them within fucking.
Excuse me.
No. Okay, no. The
4
first one.
minutes here.
The first thing that first dark room you open up where you got the dialogue or whatever. That was the computer. That was a new area you got to, and that lets you, with the room being dark and the computer updates you what you need to do in this area or what you need to be trying to do. It's kind of like because other than that, the game doesn't tell you where you need to go. There's no other way. You can't.
Cutscene.
There are some cutscenes, but the game doesn't. Like that guy will tell you, hey, the enemies are chasing you, yada yada yada. Like Ashtray. I keep wanting to say asteroid. Ashtray said there was a. The game kind of creeps you out with like kind of the face hugger aspect. It ups it.
It would actually get on you.
Yeah, it would get on you. It's creepy to get him off. This game ups it. When you came to this planet, the Federation that you work for or whatever. They sent 7 robots, new indestructible robots to this planet. Once they got there, they were hacked, and now they're chasing you down. They control 7 areas, huge chunks of the map that you have to go through multiple times. And a lot of people have been saying that it gives them anxiety attacks. One, because the music.
Because you can't destroy these things.
You can't destroy them. You have to run from them. If you touch them, if they touch you, it's an automatic. Your game's done.
It's called a goddamn video game. Anxiety.
Right? You're getting anxiety over
Jesus
a video
Christ.
game.
I know.
Well, I've had video games give me anxiety. Some horror games do.
When you're in an area, it asks to me. It doesn't give me anxiety.
But I also have anxiety every day, so it doesn't fucking count.
I mean, the
horror
music
games
is creepy.
Give me anxiety, but they're designed to do that.
Yeah. So now, Teddy, what? This is after the Game Boy Metroid, story-wise.
Yes, story-wise, yes.
God, how long?
You take it to Metroids.
19 years, you said?
Yeah, it took 19 years to make this game. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of like Nintendo. I think they've been holding this shit in the cuff for a while, and they're like, oh, now we're good.
Yeah, it does look really good.
It looks good. Like this is. I generally use my Switch as a handheld console, and I've been playing this game on my big screens.
Oh yeah,
because
I gotta get
fucking
this
awesome.
for Carolyn. It looks fucking great.
I mean, it looks
So-
fucking
Play it
awesome.
on the
Yeah.
TV.
I'm gonna get it for my wife.
Yeah. Now this also didn't they recently come out with that new high definition switch?
They did
it
the
called?
OLED switch.
Yeah, is it called like Switch Extreme or Switch Plus or
No, it's OLED switch.
OLED switch? How much is that?
It's
The
$349 right now.
old LED switch.
$349? That's not too
Yes.
bad.
Yes, if you all have a Switch, they Nintendo did release.
Yeah,
a
I don't
demo for
have
this
one,
now.
so
It is on demo. So if you want to try it out, I don't know how much of the demo, how much of a demo it is, because I own the game. So, I did see today that you can actually play in a demo. The controls are tight. This game is pretty fucking awesome. I waited 19 years for it. I know I'm a giant fucking fanboy. The difficulty, I feel like this is one of the harder games because I've played all of them. I would recommend if you have a Switch and Switch Online to start off with, kind of get familiar with Super Metroid before you hop into this. But it's
you can play
awesome.
the old Super Metroid on your Switch too.
I'm playing old Super Metroid right now.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous.
I'm masturbating, so.
Hey, that's timeless.
Yeah, well, let's cue up the other video here again. Help Mystic along. I'm copying the link.
It's in my head. It's already seared in.
Okay, I copy the link. Paste.
Which link is it that you're copying?
I don't know, but it looks porny. Look at it. It looks porny as shit. Yeah, look at that. Adino, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's in like French or some shit. Adino.
Let me see here. Is that which one was it? The NES or the SNES one?
The SNES. I click on the link.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
Adenomectomy. That's what that's called. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
Looks like a clip.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about because, like, on my end, it gives me the fucking Super Metroid.
It's like you just can't look away,
You're just
man.
fucking around me, yeah. Well, what? Oh, what are they pulling out there? They pulled the whole thing out.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's terrible.
What the fuck?
Look at it.
I don't.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna move on right now because you guys are fucking
What?
my fucking flow.
What fucking? What fucking?
What the fuck is going on here? Jesus Christ.
French l'augmentation. It's yeah. That's a prostate. That was a prostate exam.
But you can scoop a prostate out like that?
I mean, really? You just
I guess. I don't know. Adenomectomy prostatique. Emectomy, yeah. So it's taking out the prostate, probably, or part of it.
They just
with a
do
finger,
it with their
with
fucking
just a finger,
bare
no surgery.
hands
Just
I don't
like
know.
that?
This is all in
Copy it
French. I have
sometime.
no fucking idea, dude. I
Just a
Fucking
finger.
French, man.
just pop that shit right out.
Yeah,
I
don't trust
know.
the French.
Awesome, cool. You can try it with your wife later after you buy your Metroid.
I will not.
How much is the
Yeah, if
game?
you look-
$60?
I believe it's $60.
All right.
I didn't
Wait,
look. I just paid for
free
it.
2-day shipping. What is this? Hold on. Paperback.
Paperback what? Paperback writer.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you know what? I bet you that's milk prostate or something.
Anyway,
God, your woman scoops your old prostate out.
Yeah, right?
I get Metroid.
You wouldn't be able to hold a shit in after that.
That's like a Mortal
Fucking hate you all.
Kombat fatality
I
or
hate
something.
you all.
Fatality.
I give Metroid a 4.5 out of 5 bongs. Actually, a 4.75 out of 5
Damn.
bongs. The reason is I'm so used, because I'm so old. I'm so used to playing with the directional pad. It did take me a little bit to get used to analog stick. You cannot switch the controls to analog pad. They did change some of the controls, like in Super Metroid, when you want to turn to a ball, you had to double tap down. That's to a button now. They had new abilities. The graphics look better. The controls are still very tight with the analog. But yeah, I'm not like Oracle. I can't sit and play a game for 30 hours and beat it and do everything. Especially in a game like this where you have to fucking explore.
You still put a lot of hours into games. I mean, you and Oracle are
Right. Like I said, I'm like 5 hours into it, and I've got like
boss at that.
24% of the items.
Once
from what I
Carolyn
understand,
gets on the grind with one of these fucking Metroidvanias, he turns into a goddamn fucking demon.
Yeah, I used to be the same way, man, but I just can't. I'm like, after a while, you gotta give it a break. I mean,
So, yeah, are the OLED ones hard to find right now? Are they in short supply with the whole fucking?
They are in short supply. Yes, they
What
are.
do you call it? Supply chain issues. I want my Nintendo Electronics now.
They are.
Yeah, so basically, that's just removing a tumor from the prostate, is what that is.
Awesome.
Oh, man, you can
I was
scoop it out
still
with your
looking
finger.
that up. I guess. Yeah.
That's
how the French. That's how the French do it.
It's like a train wreck in his ass.
I'm loving it, dude.
All right.
They made it look so sensual. Leave it to the French to make a sensual tumor removal video.
Yeah. I'm going to France for my prostate exams once I have to start doing those.
They're probably smoking cigarettes right in the room.
Yeah. Oh, oui. Croissant.
That's a stereotype.
Croissant bleu.
Sacre bleu.
What are we doing here?
What's going on now, Teddy?
website.
What's next?
I was actually gonna go to what's next, but you fuckers keep talking about goddamn prostate removal in France and how Ashtray wants to go to France to get a fucking finger up his ass. And then
if you have to have it anywhere.
I mean, yeah, why not be in Paris, right?
Why not be in Paris? So romantic.
Why not?
Right on top of the Eiffel Tower. You put me right at the edge of the Eiffel Tower, so I tense down hard.
You can look for my. I'm gonna work with Oracle, and I'm gonna put my real review on our little Facebook page with gameplay of me playing. Actually, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, all 4 people that are watching this right now, go to this and check out our reviews. Watch my shitty review.
Watch them for about 45 seconds and then give us a thumbs down.
Yeah. We know you're gonna anyway.
You have to watch mine masturbating to get the full effect. You'll get it though.
Cool.
All right. Up next is the What Sexy Person of our show. We're gonna start with Oracle with Wrath of the Druids. What the fuck is this?
Wrath of the Druids. So this is AC
Druids.
Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla expansion.
Oh, really?
And I put down Valhalla. I put 90 hours into it.
Jesus Christ,
originally,
really?
And then I had my fill, so I had downloaded Uplay, which is PC subscription, to get Far Cry 6, where you pay $15 a month to play their games. And this was on there, so I was like, okay, well, this game, is cool. Let's check in with it. So you go to Ireland, and you first start out in the game, and you're kind of like, oh, well, it looks just like fucking England, except with like Celtic crosses and shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
But actually, as you progress in the game, like it's just beautiful, and it's a lot of the English map is built up in certain areas like London, and this doesn't have that. So it's kind of got like stark contrast between, the settlements and like the rolling green hills and stuff like that. It's really beautiful. And the Druids in this game are fucking awesome. They're like got this psychedelic haze, and they're wearing these skull masks and shit.
Now, what were Druids? They were like they were like witchcraft.
Yeah, they were like witchcraft. They were like holding on,
we don't. Yeah, we don't know.
Trying to prevent
mysterious motherfuckers.
Yeah, mysterious motherfuckers that were not agreeable to Christian ways.
And
they would blow up goat bladders and shit.
That was badass. That axe throw right there was badass. That was cool as shit.
Right. So it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Not a lot has been changed. They do have a trading system,
which is still actually an Assassin's Creed, though.
Yeah, this is still an Assassin's Creed, but there's no Animus bullshit. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, you don't.
What was the Animus?
Animus is their goddamn computer simulation thing.
Yeah,
where it's like
to be your old person.
That's right. I forgot that all the Assassin's Creeds were like, oh, you're in some simulation.
Yeah. But they completely jumped the shark in this game, in the main Assassin's Creed on this, because you're like Odin, and then you swap bodies with. It's fucking insane. and it's like totally unnecessary because the regular story of the Vikings and everything was fine. Well, anyway, they got rid of that in Attack of the Druids, where you're just doing this Irish campaign, and it's fucking badass. There are a couple really good boss fights in the game. Those are the high points where you're fighting the Druids, when you're fighting like these magical elements. It drags though when you're fighting human enemies, because it's like, well, I did 90 hours of this already. Like, I don't really care about this. The story is definitely, it drives it along. The characters are moving along. So if you like Assassin's Creed, the newer ones, so Origins or Valhalla, I would definitely recommend checking this out. 10 to 15 hours to get through it, so it's really not super long. Worth a play
time for me.
Certainly.
When did this drop?
So this actually, I think, came out like a year and a half ago. They have another expansion, something in France, I believe.
Is this the latest Assassin's Creed?
This is the latest main Assassin's Creed game.
Okay.
I think this is the first of 2 expansions that came out for Assassin's Creed. But yeah, definitely worth checking out for sure, just to see the Druid stuff, because it is really cool to just see all that weird witchcrafty fucking shit. So the review is on our website, on our YouTube. I give like a full review of it.
Irish man.
Irish.
Just says Irish man. They couldn't even give this motherfucker a name.
There you go.
Boom. There you go.
Ain't that special?
With Vacant Space.
Yeah, so Vacant Space is this no, I'm kidding. What are we doing? What's sexies?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna say new job. That's my what sexy. I officially accepted that job today. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean it's $3 more an hour. It's better
that
hours.
Makes a difference.
I get weekends off. Yeah. Although I have to edit news, which is depressing as shit. But I'll take it for now, I guess.
Nightcrawler.
Maybe I'll buy some Coke and hide it on the fucking sports editor's fucking in his lunch bag or something.
There you go. Frame.
Be like, what's this? I saw this fell out of Frank's lunch bag. I don't know
right.
what this is. What's going on?
No, and you're cheap enough though. You just use salt, and they're like, "This is table salt."
Yeah, right.
I ain't gonna go out of my way to actually get cocaine.
No, I'd use Coke, but I'd buy like an 8-ball, do up most of it, and then just mix a bunch with salt or baby powder, So it has like a trace of it. It just looks like he got shitty Coke, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was Frank's, but it was cut like a motherfucker. So
like one big piece of rock salt next to what little bit you left yourself.
Right. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Check it out.
Awesome. Up next is Ashtray. Betsy DeVos was duped out of $100 million by Elizabeth Holmes.
Oh yeah, did you see this?
Who's Elizabeth Holmes?
Remembered Betsy DeVos?
Yeah. Or the education
secretary. Who had 10 yachts, and
yeah, one of them those fucking privatized school fucking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently her and like all these other rich people. Henry Kissinger was one of them who was on the board of Theranos. Theranos, we did an episode about that.
Oh, that's who that chick is.
That's
the bitch.
Katie Holmes, yeah.
Biotech chick or whatever.
All right, not Katie Holmes. Sorry, not Katie Holmes, the actress. Elizabeth Holmes is the name of this woman who was like the first female billionaire, is what she was. I mean, technically, for a moment, her value, she was a female billionaire, but her entire value is built on lies.
Yeah.
Oh, Beyonce maybe a billionaire. I don't know.
There was an episode kind of like that. It was
okay. Sorry, Beyonce.
Hence
that line by Jay-Z.
What, Teddy?
There was an episode kind of like of Elizabeth Holmes type person on Space Force, a show on Netflix. The chick who played Bird, Sweet D, was a mogul who had this fake. Yeah, face baseball.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I do remember
she had that.
that.
She had
That's
that
She
gas
talk
thing.
with like a deep voice and kind of that whole like act.
No, I don't. Oh, I don't think so. But it
Oh.
was
No,
it was pretty close to it. Now that I think about it, yeah. It
Yeah,
was
she had this fake fuel that she wanted to use for their launches.
yeah,
The fuel didn't work, and she didn't
didn't
really
work
want
at
them to.
all.
Yeah, it was fun.
So the this thing it was $100 million got out of Betsy DeVos. So it's like, yeah, for as much as a shit show was, it's nice to see another dumb fucking billionaire lose some money. But that's still, that's the thing though. Those investors, it's like, well, yeah, I invested that much money in 10 different stupid companies, and two or three of them worked out enough to sell pay and cover the
100 million. Yeah, 100 million ain't shit
to
to
Right.
them motherfuckers.
Well,
rich fucks.
And
Travis is
Beyonce
protesting
is not.
Beyonce 440 million.
She is not a billionaire. I just looked it up. $440 million.
Slacker.
But
Together with her
Jay-Z
husband
is.
there.
But
I mean, yeah.
Jay-Z is. Well, then he was lying. Don't you remember that line? Jay-Z line?
Which one?
Which one?
What's better than 2 billion, or what's better than 1 billionaire too, especially when they're the same hue as you? And then he points at Beyonce.
Well, of course, they're always.
Well,
it's
he's
like
trying
Trump.
to get her there. He's trying to get
Trump
her there, right?
would- Trump said he's a billionaire, didn't he? Yeah, he was like
He
a
said
$6
a lot.
billion.
At
Like,
one time, he was a billionaire, I'm sure, but I'm sure he fucking
it's
the
always been
Russians fucking
inflated with him.
bilked him out of that shit, probably.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's that whole idea of wealth, dumb. Anyway,
keep her moving. Keep her moving.
Thank you. I'm just letting y'all talk.
Travis, thanks for protesting that asshole. I mean,
Hey, our fact checker.
our fag
We're
checker.
gonna move on to the fuck did you think section of the show. Minus these guys right here. But hey, we're gonna start with Oracle. Using a joystick. Is that what you call your penis?
Yeah. It's too complicated. So I've got this fucking joystick, and on Game Pass there is a Everspace 2 preview build that you can play. So I'm like, okay, let's fucking dust this joystick off and give this a try. And every time I try to play one of these games, you go into the presets and it's like, and I've got a Thrustmaster fucking HOTAS one,
You
very
got everything. You got the
very
fucking chair.
popular fucking, mainstream joystick. And there's a preset on there. I'm like, great.
I know it's not called the Thrustmaster, so you're pulling my leg.
Great.
Oh,
I
yeah,
should be set. So then I start playing, and in the like tutorial mission, it's like, do this, and it's like, button not mapped, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I can't even do like basic moves in this thing, and it's so fucking complicated. How can you map this shit on an Xbox controller so you could play it? But I've got this fucking massive joystick with all these buttons,
all the bells and whistles.
and am I seriously going to go through and map each and every one of these things and try to figure it out as I'm playing this game? Then it's like, oh, when you map one button, it's like, well, actually you need it for this other thing. It's like, god damn it, fuck this. Like I just want it to work every
That's
time.
exactly how Project Cars was.
You love that shit. That
Dude.
tweaking those settings.
That's too far. It's too far.
It's too far.
Too
Finally
far.
met your match.
Oh.
You have no
Found
idea
out.
how many there are, though. Like in that racing game, Project Cars, that's exactly how they made you do it. You had to map your own shit.
Yeah.
So, like, and you only have a certain amount of buttons on a fucking Xbox controller. You know, that game was
Right.
made for PC, so there's like hundreds
Right.
of buttons that you could fucking map.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
why-
it's
So
just
it's
like,
so
plug your
fucking
keyboard
crazy.
in.
Your
Best,
Xbox.
you know what I mean?
I bet that'd work. Would it not?
I mean,
I don't know.
it's
A
so,
USB keyboard.
I could play it with a fucking mouse and keyboard. I could play it with a controller. But when you use the joystick, it's fucking badass. But I
Well,
can't fucking, I'm not going to sit there and
Joystick,
try
one
to
hand,
fuck
and a
around.
keyboard over here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Too far. Too far.
Too far.
Too
Man, first
far.
world video game problems.
I know, right? Not enough buttons. All right, up next is Mystic with Blank Space Volume 2.
Yeah, so Blank Space Volume 2. Again, kidding. Not funny. Anyway.
Blank Space.
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't really have. Just keep on. Just come back around to me. Come back around to me.
Ashtray,
Blank Space.
Ashley Marie Preston tweets.
Oh, yeah. This is a video where you got to get the sound through.
Okay.
Shit.
Here we go.
Oh.
This is the.
Hey, we watched Letterkenny. Okay, fuck you.
Up in solidarity rally.
Yeah, right.
My entire career.
Yeah, no, this is the trans activist who did the walkout at Netflix.
No, this video is actually hilarious.
Yeah.
English is my first language, bitch.
And so
I know it's a lot to ask in California, but speak fucking English. Yet I said it.
we also pour social equity into these spaces. We
Just broke my phone on this Asian bitch's head.
Dave Chappelle doesn't get to suck all of the light out of that. And so the thing that I felt most troubled by is
Latino and Asian businesses need to stop being rude and fucking disrespectful.
they don't have the same equity.
This Asian nigga in Subway got a fat ass.
They don't have the same opportunity.
He almost looks like a bitch from behind. Hashtag shaking my head.
We will no longer stay silent.
Asian hoes act like they won't get karate chopped in they motherfucking throat.
Just to be clear,
In real life, I'd smash your fucking head in. Like a can of A&W root beer. Dick Ryder.
real violence that is by the trans community, for the trans community,
Bro, I would beat the dog shit out of you. Dick Ryder.
to understand intersectionality and what it means.
I have Asian friends, but they some motherfucking weirdo sometimes. Hashtag, I said it but we all think it.
Obviously, Ashley Marie Preston is a great advocate.
Furry
That
slipper
fucking-
wearing ass fuck
Oh,
boy.
that lock
Geek
up.
pretending for the
Anyways,
internet.
Fat white
Dick
guy
Ryder.
with the fucking purple hair.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking awesome. Look at that.
Oh, I know, he's a character. He's like a character actor.
Dude, he looks
These
like he should be
motherfuckers.
in fucking
Faggot cocksuckers.
Mad
Fat
Max.
Mexican piss blonde Miss Piggy
Right?
bitch.
Like that
I
dude's
love
like the
strippers, not in like
entertainment
a
in
gay
Mad
way.
Max.
Like one of those guys
I
who'd
love
huff
gay men,
the
but
silver
this county
chrome
clerk
spray
at
paint.
Window G is a
Yeah,
motherfucking
yeah.
faggot.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
That is
But,
the last time I
anyways,
helped
yeah,
that
so
faggot
this-
fucker.
And
I
now,
know.
So for those of
faggot
us who are standing
In all
and solidarity
fairness,
with the trans employees,
Another. Damn. Asian
this
almost hit me
this
while
stuff is from
crossing.
like 10
What the
years
fuck is-
ago.
So
But yeah, it's also, and her
Give a
excuse
fuck.
is that this is back when I was homeless and on meth. You know, it's just like, well, get out fucking Twitter and get a job. You know?
homeless and on meth, and you had a fucking phone with Twitter.
That-
Shut the fuck up.
That's your excuse. Oh, yeah, and so it's like, man, before you cast a stone,
Right.
you know, you're making a big thing. Like that's really the root of my fuck what you think is that,
Dude,
have
have you guys seen the special that they're talking about?
Yeah,
oh,
Dave
haven't even
Chappelle
watched
special?
it is not.
Yeah.
What I've read, yeah, it sounds
It is
like
not.
very
It is
mild.
not
Yeah.
even
Depressing
as
at some
bad
point.
as anything I've heard him say.
Yeah,
I don't get what the fuck they're talking about. Like
Right.
he isn't really making fun of them. Like
Right.
a one
Right,
little
yeah.
joke isn't even a fucking. You know what I mean? Like
he's
a
making
dude.
fun of the situation.
Yep.
He's not making
Right.
fun of
That's the
them.
thing is, yeah, because they're not watching it, and now all these film festivals who haven't watched the special either, they're like, oh,
Right.
they don't want to take this documentary
Mhm.
he made about. It focuses more on that initial show that was called what, like 846 or whatever, or it was the amount of time that George Floyd had the officer on his neck.
Oh.
So that was the first show of many shows where he like set up this, because he lives in that, what is it, Ohio? Where does he live? Some rural
Something
town.
like that.
Yeah, he lives in Ohio. Yeah.
And so he started these kind of outdoor shows during the pandemic, and then of course all these famous people because come to a Dave Chappelle show, but it kept that community going when everybody was
Right.
lost their jobs and shit. In this documentary, anyways, yeah, it's supposed to be a, you know, it's not a comedy special, but it's a, you know, documentary about what they did in the initial pandemic. It's supposed to hit the you know, the festival circuits, film festivals, and they were all like on board like with it because they've already screened it, and now they're like, oh, we don't know. Oh. We might want to just step away from this.
This is just a bunch of overly hormonal people who want some attention.
Oh yeah.
When you got a guy who wants to be a chick or a chick who wants to be a guy or whatever, and they got the hormones of both of them inside of them, you know.
Dude, it's comedy. Nobody's off limit. I don't give a fuck who you the fuck are. You know what I'm saying? I don't get pissed off when they make fun of fat white people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
That's like that person who I was telling you, Mystic, that we need to troll. Was basically accusing the congressman. Oh, that's sizist language. Like,
sizist? Somebody used
sizist? Or no, it wasn't sizist. It was ableist or whatever. The crazy. You can't call someone crazy. What? It's like, how PC can you be?
What?
Oh, dude, I called my dog a retard at the dog park, and somebody's like, I don't like that word. Like, it's like, I don't fucking care. I mean, it's my dog. She's being a fucking retard.
Dude, somebody said that to me the other day. They're like, "Oh, we shouldn't use that word," and I'm like, "Yeah, not using that word's kind of retarded." She was like, her eyes got all big and shit.
Like, oh my god.
I felt like going, I'm out of here. 2 weeks, fire me,
bro. We all have somebody on the spectrum. I wouldn't call him retarded to his face because it's just
dude.
Nuts.
Retarded literally means slow. Okay, retard in music is to slow. So I don't understand why they're getting so mad about it.
Yeah, retard means slow, not necessarily Down syndrome.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if I call you a motherfucking cunt-ass retard, then you're probably pretty stupid. Okay?
You remember? Yeah, Norm Macdonald had that thing where he was gonna say, "Well, that would be retarded," and then he instead thought he tried to catch himself, and he said, "Well, you'd have to have Down syndrome to think that." And then he had to go on apology tour.
Yeah.
And I forgot about it till he died recently when they brought that up. But I guess
they brought up when he died. When people die now, they bring up the worst of you first. So sad. Remember when he did this retarded shit? I'm like, dude.
Well, it wasn't that they brought up that he said it, but it was another comedian brought it up about how he must have made amends because
cancel him. Yeah,
it was because that wasn't the first thing they went to, but comedians who were talking about him, they were saying that's just the way he crazy Norm, he'd say shit like that.
We're a little off
topic. Yeah,
a lot off topic.
I'm fucking Keith. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Mystic, if he ever comes back with fucking blank shit.
Did we do all three of you already?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I was milking time for you to think the entire time.
Dude, I don't know.
You're fuck what you can think can be being blank.
Fuck Polish people, dude.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's all I got, really.
Okay.
Been a pretty decent week. You know what I mean? I ain't really getting mad at him.
I mean, yeah. Hey, man, I got a new job.
Yeah, you got a new job, motherfucker. Feeling on top of the world. How 5 minutes from home? So you can say fuck what you think is 5
I got little masturbation rooms and shit.
Nice. Oh, did he really? That's the best.
That is the best.
Awesome. Good. Okay. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself in South Dakota. I found out today they're
the whole state, huh?
Yeah, there are 4 times as many cows as there are people in that state. 77,000 square miles.
Oh, I believe
they have 2 senators.
They have 2 senators, and then they kicked all those Native Americans off their land so they could fucking have more snakes. I guess I don't fucking know. That's our show. We're gonna be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredreport.com or facebook.com/theredreport. You can also Twitter us or get into some fucking troll shit that Mystic likes to do at red_report. Yeah. Like us, shares, or fuckers. I'm down for whatever. I'm Teddy.
I'm
This is Ashtray.
Oh my God, are you guys
Jesus
fighting
Christ.
over that shit? Really?
I mean, really. This is a very drunk and fucked up Red Eye Report. Woo!
Remember when you used to do that all the time?